I'm not so sure I trust my winter garden this year. We changed it up a little bit, and then we got the coldest winter we've had in several years. Yesterday it didn't warm up to 20. Today, with that sun, even though the wind's blowing a little bit, it's 40 degrees right this second, but it's going to freeze hard again in a little bit. But I think we might want to go ahead and take a look and see what's underneath this plastic. I really don't think that the raised beds and the sheet cover, I don't know. I've had something growing in this garden for over 7 years. This might be the year we lose it. But that's why we take precautions, and that's why we preserve things. And no matter what, if I don't have anything growing in the garden, I've got sweet potato slips on the counter, and we're going to be ready to plant. And no matter what, we're going to be ready to put February seeds in the ground here this month. No matter what Puxatawny Phil says. Hopefully he's not going to say 6 more weeks of this. And you know what? Yesterday was Saturday, and it was so cold I missed it. But we got this cold weather all across the United States right now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Bruce down in Orlando. He's forecast to maybe even get some snow flurries. But he's doing the best he can to protect his food forest, as much of it as he can. And regardless, we've got our purple dead nettle. That made it through this snow. And with the leaves that we have down in the deep mixed mulch, I'm sure we're going to have some of our wild edibles. So it's not going to be a complete loss. Let's take a look and see what's underneath this cold frame. Now, I'm not going to cover the entire thing, but we're going to take a peek. Looks like most of the bok choy took it pretty bad. Oh my goodness. Well, we got a cabbage that's doing okay. Well, we got some purple dead nettle came up around that cabbage. Once it warms up, we'll see what we get. But I'm going to cover this back up. And every month since we started, I've been able to pick something out of the garden. As soon as the snow comes off, there may still be a carrot or two in the ground, so I'm not going to give up all hope. The raised bed with the dome plastic didn't act quite like the heat sink I was hoping it would. I do know that using straw bales or hay bales, making a square cold frame, worked really, really well for us. I think we're going to have to continue to do that going forward if we want to have a lot of stuff to eat during the winter. And that's why we preserve that extra harvest when it comes in. You can ferment, you can freeze, you can pickle, you can pressure can. And that allows you to eat fresh all through the winter. Well, relatively fresh, tastes good, and that's why we do it, because it tastes great. Just like earlier, Bruce has used a bunch of different methods to cover as much as he could. He got a little bit of damage, but I think even those bananas are going to come back just fine. Leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. And Bruce, we're praying for you. And we expect you to have a bumper harvest this year. Another one of our long-term contributors, Art, he had a question for me. What do you do on a day like today when it's too cold to up pot in your greenhouse? Well, I just sit in the house and have a cup of coffee and dream about what we're going to plant in February. Start sorting out my seeds. You can do this too. And I invite you to become a member of this community. We're just a loose-knit group of people that like to get our hands dirty, grow things that taste good. All you have to do is send in a picture now and again, help motivate others, and show them just exactly what's possible in a garden. Well, when the snow melts, if you hit that like button, it tells YouTube to push this out to more people that might want to learn how to garden. And I wouldn't hurt my feelings if you hit that subscribe button. Melissa was telling one of her co-workers about this old man that's gardening. I don't know if that's exactly what she said. Turns out they were a subscriber also. I sure appreciate you guys coming out to the garden, especially on a day like today, to see what's actually possible. But that reminds me, My mom used to tell me a story about making mud pies when she was a little girl. She loved getting her hands dirty, but hated getting the dirt under her fingernails. So she'd make it. She'd pat that little pie, then she'd run inside and wash her hands and get the dirt out from under her fingernails and go to another layer. So yeah, there's a trade-off. I know there's many times I've gone to work and I've had to get my pocket knife out and I've had to peel the dirt out from under my fingernails so I look like I wasn't just a farmer. You know, when you got a suit on and you got dirt under your fingernails, everybody knows what you've been doing over the weekend. Until next time, remember, you can do this too. Take care of yourself, take care of your family. God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.